part of her resignation letter.
Many of us feel that we are being silenced once again, and by remaining part of this process, I fear that I am becoming complicit in the continued suppression of survivors' voices. I joined this panel in the hope of helping to bring real change, to ensure that no survivor would ever again have to fight to be heard. Sadly, I no longer believe that this panel is delivering the truth, transparency, and accountability that survivors deserve. I will always stand for truth and justice, and I hope that one day survivors, victims, and their families will see that day when we no longer have to fight to be believed.
So real discontent there on that group. Earlier, the safeguarding minister, Phillips, insisted the national inquiry will remain laser focused. She denied allegations of delay or dilution of the inquiry scope. She was responding to a question in the comments today from the Shadow Home Secretary, Chris Phillips.
As widely reported in the media, victims and survivors are meeting prospective chairs this week. Today, in fact. This process, contrary to the reporting, was not managed by the Home Office, but by an independent child exploitation charity, the NWG. We are gathering views to ensure their perspective remains central. We must avoid delays, as was seen in the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse, and are progressing as swiftly as thoroughness allows. Misinformation undermines this process. Allegations of intentional delay, lack of interest, or widening of the inquiry scope and dilution are false. The inquiry will remain laser focused on grooming gangs, as Baroness Casey recommended.
Jess Phillips, safeguarding minister there. We actually did ask if she'd like to come on today.
Is it, Evan? I mean, you may remember back in the summer, Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced there would be a national inquiry into grooming gangs, and that was after that Baroness Louise Casey mini audit into the problem. And she said to the government, look, you need to delve deeper into this. And ministers then said that they were very committed to finding out the truth. Today, some of the victims are asking, is that actually the question? Are they really committed to that? Because we heard yesterday that two of those women in the inquiry's panel stepped down from their roles after the names of two possible chairs were revealed by the media. Those two names are Jim Gamble, a former police chief, and Annie Hudson, a former social worker, were identified as being in the running. We know that Annie Hudson has since pulled out, and they advised the Home Office, the abuse survivors did. Shortlisted chairs brands.
We have a caller on the line, 12 questions for them, one from each month of a throwback year.
Complete the year.
It's very simple. Your job is to answer them all correctly and make it down from January to December, and the questions get harder as we make it down the year. Playing today is Lucy in Worcestershire.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
Are you up to much today?
Not a lot, no, just the normal mum things, unfortunately.
Aww.
Okay, Lucy.